Welcome everyone to the Kansas Speedway, under the lights once again for race number 10. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is on the pole for tonight's race. Max Anderson starting alongside him. Here's the full qualifying results, and we're about to get the race command. And here it is.
Drivers, start your engines.
Alright, engines fired up. We are ready to go here at Kansas. Field is rolling off. So, after Texas with Ibrahim and getting his second win of the season, has extended his points lead by 69 points. Nice. Michael Brown has jumped up 3 positions, moving up to second. JP Latiro is still in third place, no change. Keith Stevens drops down 2. He is down to 4th. Tony Green losing 1. He is down to 5th. Cunningham is up 1. He is 6th. Salmon Oskin is up 5. He is 7th. Zachary Taylor is up 3. He is 8th. Kenny Johnson is 9th. No change. And Tim Randolph drops 4 positions. He is 10th. Biggest mover after Texas is, let's see, looks like Al Agassi gaining 7 positions, jumping up to 15th. And Toby McCoy lost the most, losing 10 spots, dropping him to 24th in points. Alright, that's our points rundown for tonight. We're getting ready to go green. Pace car is off. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're underway here at Kansas. The 88 car, Zach Fitzwater, we know he is the Chicagoland winner. Taking the pole in tonight's race. Could he get win number 2 tonight? Still, this 88 team is struggling hard. Very similar racetracks to Chicagoland and Kansas as they're coming around to lead the lap 1. Cole Sampson going to be close, but the 88 gets it at the line. And now Cole Sampson will take the lead. Here comes Jonathan Wong, Matt Gomes, Salmon Oscan, and Nathan Norman. 24 is on the wall, and so is others. That's the 60 car. Our points leader's in it, and he takes a hard hit from the 48. He tags Brad Justin Jr. up into the outside wall. That 60 car is destroyed, and these guys are shoving it, or the 01 is shoving it green into the wall here. Can't get off. No further incidents. Alright, caution flag is out. Cole Sampson is the leader. Let's take a look at the replay. So let's take a look here. Cheka Snow Chaser in the 24 was a little bit too high, out of the groove, way out of the groove, into the wall through turn 2. Ibrahim made the pass, but kind of got pinched the 24, but the 5 was there on the inside. The 43 was the one who rear-ended him. So he goes for a spin, but then the 48, so made contact with 2 Henrik drivers, and that was a big hit, and that'll take him out. So after winning 2 races in a row, he crashes out early on lap 2. Let's go on board with Kenny Johnson here. But got that big points lead though. We'll view the 43 later. Almost cut the 9 car, almost got 3 of them. But he ends up taking Brad Justin Jr. in the 71. Into the outside wall, into turn 3 and 4. Not a major hit for these guys though. Now let's take a look at the 43 Rosero. And yep. Let's go on board here. You can probably guess what happened. Into the back end. Nowhere to go. Gets sent all the way down and breaks loose again. Or not again, and smacks the inside wall. Looks like there's no safer barrier there. I don't know why though. Looks like a pretty dangerous place to hit. Very common place. But there's our first caution of the night. Alright, getting ready for the restart here. My mic, for some reason, disconnected for those last few seconds. Looked like I caught it very early. So 43 and 60 are out of the race. 48's a lap down at the moment. So Cole Sampson is our leader. Getting ready for the restart. Pace cars off, getting ready. Here we go. First restart of the night. And the green flag is out. We're back underway. 34 with a good jump. Slight good jump. Nathan Norman looking to make it 3 wide into 3. Or into 1. Jonathan Wong gets shuffled out on the outside there. He'll lose a couple spots. Maybe several spots. Legacy in the 62 got a top 5 finish at Texas. Now moving up to 2nd here. 7th on the restart. 3 wide and up to 22 in the 54. Oh no, that's 35, not the 54. Take it easy here. Going hard on this restart. I don't think they're going to take it easy. Oh man, that was close. I thought they were going to go 4 wide right there. And that would have been a disaster. So more contact. They're not landing up. From a spectator view. 16 losing a lot of spots. That outside line, yeah, that's not where you want to be. It's not as good in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 you can hold your line up top. But you don't want to be there in 1 and 2. Alright, they've separated a little bit. Calm down a bit. Let's go back to our leaders. Once I say that, watch they crash. So Cole Sampson still has it. There's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 88. There's a 99. Another Trackhouse car running in 3rd, the 99 car. They've been doing really well so far this season, sitting 4th in the points. Of course, he's missing a win. The other one, Tobin McCoy, who lost 10 positions, dropping to 24th. So they're all over the place at the moment. Oh, and I hear a crash, and a 48's in the wall. No caution came out way before. Oh wait, hold on. What's going on here? Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting to watch. Let's take a look at the replay. So it's the 5 car, looks like, who spun out. Blazy Patar. Looks like Dalton Johnson in the 4 came up. 5 may have came down a little bit too, so they both collided together. And oh, Dalton Johnson nearly right on the wall. So the 5 just gets into it, as well as Dalton Johnson, who almost decided to ride the wall there for a moment. Yeah, I got it at a certain angle that caused him the wreck. So this caution was for this, not the 48, but it'll be interesting to see what happened to the 48 here. Let's fast forward. Did he clip one of the cars? The 5? I think he did. Well, not a good night for Hendrick Motorsports. He's all the way up high. What is he doing? He's all the way up high and he runs into his own teammate. And it just takes him out. You know, he was the only car lap down. He was going to get the lucky dog. I have no idea why Kenny Johnson struggled to avoid a car that's all the way up high. He decided to take the top lane and run into the back of the 5 at 130 miles an hour, destroying him, and possibly the 5 car as well. Yeah, this is pretty weird. Pretty weird crash for Kenny Johnson here. Yeah, no clue what he was doing. We'll take you back to the restart. Coming to the green here, so Johnson is out. And I got 39 cars left. No mechanical failures yet at the moment. Cole Sampson, our leader, pace cars off, getting ready to go green. Green flag waves, back underway. The 88 gets the jump. Here's the 22 there. Stephen Oakes was looking under the 99, but now he's going to get pushed up to the middle. Here comes the 35 for Aaron Abel. Keith Stevens gets by the 88 for second. His turn to win. he says. Even though the 88's deep in the points, and Stevens is doing really well. The 2 car of Max Anderson. Got Nevins right there, a little bump coming off 2. Alexander Roll in the 51 had that big hit and that big flip. No, he didn't. No, wait. Was he the one flipped? No. I already forgot. That was the previous race. Battle for the race lead here. That would have been the 47 at the line. Not good enough of a push. But here comes Fitzwater Sr. Down to the inside, side by side for the race lead. Aaron Abel in 3rd place. Aaron Abel has yet to get a top 10 finish. Tonight could be the night. So far there are 4 drivers, it appears. Or 3? Nope, it's 3 drivers who have yet to score top 10 finishes. The highest running is Christian Williams in 35th. Then it's David Davison in 37th. And it's Aaron Abel in 40th. Yeah, they need to start picking things up. Doing pretty well tonight though, but still got a lot of laps as Anderson takes 2nd away. Whoa, and Nevins, he gets turned by the 12 in front of the 44, smacks the inside wall. Oh, and the 16 into the door, and they're all gonna sort of stack up a little bit. And how the hell is Nevins still driving that thing? Well, he's done for the night. Took 2 hard shots and he's still going. Alright, leaders were raced back. Yeah, it'll be the 88 at the line. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. So Malik Nevins, he was in 10th at the time. At the end of 12 with David Davison. They were even 3 wide. Davison just came up. Might have misjudged it though. Hooks the 45. Well, misjudgment or not, I'm pretty sure Nevins will not be happy about it. And the 44 of Campo Mars just touches him, but doesn't make huge contact. I think Marsh will be okay, but Taylor was unlucky, and he just T-bones him. Did the best he could. Could have been a much bigger hit. And there's a 4, and a 6, and a 24, and a few others also wrecking. How is this done it? Oh, the big one. We have yet to get the big one here at Kansas, and we've had a lot of big crashes here. On board with the 44 Marsh. Yeah, this was scary. It looks like it was going to be a big collision, but he just catches him. Basically just scratches the 45, and that's it. I thought it was going to be a straight head-on collision, but it was not. Still, the 45 took 2 big hits. Luckily, it wasn't 3 big hits. Hit the quarter panel first, at least. Cushioned the blow a little bit. So it wasn't as crazy as those Texas crash. But then the 16 coming in hot. And he just T-bones him. But not that hard. Not enough to flip him over, at least. Got him at 120, it looks like. 110, maybe. That big hit was able to straighten him out a bit. And he keeps on going. Never even stopped. But unfortunately, his night is obviously over. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Here we go. So the 2 drivers out from that crash. Once again, the 45 and the 16. 37 drivers left out on the racetrack. The 88, Fitzwater Sr. is our leader. Alright, pace car is off. Getting ready for the restart. Here we go. Green flag's out. Back underway. 2 at the line. You'll get that bonus point. Lots of help from the 47 too. Aaron Abel, woo. Gonna drift up the track a little bit. The 2 car was on him. Almost crashing into turn 3, and that might have been the big one. Might have been. Jonathan Wong, the 2nd. Rowe is 3rd. David Davison, the 4th. Cunningham and Tobin McCoy battle for 5th. Whoa, trouble. There we go. The 01's around, the 34's around, and everyone else makes it through. And the 88 will again take the yellow flag. Alright, we'll take a look at the replay. Huh. Still no big wreck. You know, Kansas is crazy. Has probably the biggest wrecks out of the 1.5 miles, but here on the replay, look at the 01 and the 54. Williams kind of forced his way through underneath the 01, pushed him up the track a bit, and that's what caused him to wreck. The 99 Stevens gets squished into the wall. It's got some rear end damage, but the 6, the 7, the 11 all managed to miss it, and only involved 2 cars spinning out, and that was it, pretty much. I mean, yeah, the 99 also in the wall. On the onboard of the 54, you could see he's trying to sneak underneath the 01, and I kind of pushed him up just a bit, forced the hole. The 34 in the middle, and he goes around. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, this season has been crazy when it comes to wreck avoidances. So many close calls. I think there's a lot more than we're used to. I think when that 34 of Gomes hits the 7, it kind of stopped him from spinning out. So it just kind of skids, basically just started just skidding instead of just spinning. And I think that might have helped the 6 car avoid that crash, because, yeah, look at everyone just all over the place, 3 wide. Everyone's just fighting for position after that. So a minor wreck. Once again, don't think anyone's going to retire from this crash. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So, yep, no one retired from that crash. Getting ready for the green. Fitzwater Sr. looking to take another win tonight. Still got some ways to go, but the 88 car looks pretty strong. Pace car is off, getting ready to go green. Green flag waves, back underway. Jonathan Wong with the better restart. So he'll take a lap from that. Dylan Cunningham going to make it 3 wide for the race lead. Moving up to 3rd here. Riley Sampson in the 41, finishing 3rd at Texas. But tonight he's not going to settle for bronze. Making another pass, trying to make another pass, 3 wide for 2nd. Go, contact, little bit of contact. I hear someone in the wall. It's the 9, Lightning Blaze, but I think we're still green. Yep, we're still green. No caution. 9 might not be happy about that. But the track is clear, so we keep on going. Tim Randolph to 2nd, Martinsville winner. Can he get his 2nd win of the season? Looking to be another repeat winner. Aaron Abel in 3rd, and Legacy in 4th, and Williams in 5th. These 2 drivers with the Monster sponsorship, both of them without a top 10. And right now they're both in the top 5, and maybe even have a good shot at winning tonight's race too. Cole Sampson, Trey Wright, Carlos Rodriguez, Cunningham and Latero. Here's Anderson and Cableton as well. They're side by side for position. Keeping it much cleaner tonight. Texas was a pretty wild race and saved it. Another close one. Yeah, they're making sure they wreck or not wreck. I don't know. I was gonna say something, but no. 88 still got the lead, but the 56 of Tim Randolph is right on his tail, and now the caution comes out, and it's probably for the spinner we didn't catch. Okay, let's take a look at the replay. So this happened amongst the bottom 30. Brad Cheston in the 7 was with the 01. And they made contact, so the Marsh came a little close too. Both going into the wall. Cheston goes spinning or such. Just kind of does a 180 there. Or no, that wouldn't be a 180. That'd be like a 90-degree spin. And that was it. And this was a caution because we still had oncoming traffic, unlike the 9, which did not have any oncoming traffic. So this time we could not get away with it. So yep, simple caution. This was, yeah, the wrecks are getting less serious. Then let's take a look at the 9 car. Whoa! Wait, this, what? Okay, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, we may actually might. So the 11 of Michael Brown came up and hooked the 9 car. 11 kind of jitters over there through the grass. So he locks it down. He's not fully around, and the 3 car came so close to hitting him, and he smacks the wall. 24 gets by, but he doesn't quite lose it until the entire field has gone by him, I guess you could say. But this, of course, would have been a yellow, but we didn't catch it, so yeah, I would have thrown the yellow. 9 car takes a big hit to the outside wall, and yeah, no caution for that. Wes McCoy came probably a quarter of an inch from launching that 9 car up in the air and possibly into the catch fence. Whew. Another close call. A lot of close ones tonight, or the season overall. Alright, so, well, but since we're here, why not go forward a bit? No, whoops. No, wait, it didn't involve the 12. Right here. This was another close one. The 2 had a feeling he was going to hook that 38 coming off turn 4. Wasn't quite squared. And coming off the turn, gets into Orman, and then also Wong going through the grass, but everyone able to recover. No serious issue there. Alright, now we can take you back to the restart. Here we go. So, 37 cars left still. 88 Fitzwater Sr., our race leader. Alright, getting ready for the restart once again. 88 gonna lead us to the green. Here we go. And Tim Randolph with a massive jump. Oh, he beats the 88 by a full car length. He wants to be the second repeat winner of the season. Well, still got more than 10 laps to go. 15 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway. But if you can somehow get away from the pack, might only come down to just 2 to 3 drivers. Might have one more caution before this is all over. Trey Wright getting pushed up high by the 19. Side by side, here's Lieutenant Cunningham. Running in 4th at the moment, side by side. Cole Sampson's gonna send it in there hard to take 2nd place away. And the 10 and the rest, 20. Gonna jump, gets the jump on the 88. So repeat winner again, or will it be a new winner? Cole Sampson, he needs to win. He is sitting 36th in the points right now. Single file for most of the top 10 here. And cool, there it is. Caution is out again. And there's going to be at least one more yellow. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. So, Brad Cheston Jr. involved in another crash. He comes up and gets into Cody Smart in the 21, but he goes into the grass instead. So going through the grass at 190 miles an hour, comes back up, gets Keith Stevens at a 99, but he spins, hits the outside wall hard, but deflects him quick enough to get away from traffic, and that was it, just another single car crash. He keeps on going though. Let's go on board with the 71 here. So we rewind this. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Cody Smart who's going to get turned around, but Brad Chesson kind of pretty much wrecked himself. Came back up. If Stevens wasn't there, he would have, yeah, they wouldn't have wrecked. So that was self-inflicted. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So still 37 cars. Tim Randolph is our leader. Cole Sampson second. Cunningham is in third. Orman fourth. Rowe fifth. Wong sixth. Riley Sampson seventh. Fitzwater Sr. eighth. Cowell the ninth, and Fisher 10th at the moment. Alright, here we go. Pace car is off. Green flag is waving, and Cole Sampson, that outside line, the restarts, they've been strong. And it's enough to clear. And Randolph, he's going to get pushed up high. Here comes Cunningham into 10. Alexander Rowe in the 51. He's looking low. Can't quite get there. Just quickly taking a look at the rest of the field. Oh shit. Oh, my headphones. Headphones ran out of battery. And yellow is out again. And it'll be Cole Sampson taking the yellow flag. Alright, perfect. Because I needed a caution. Let's take a look at the replay. Alright, let's take a look here. Carlos Rodriguez in the 19 was the one who wrecked. There's the 88. Looks like he was the one who made contact. Fitzwater Sr. came down a little low. Also got the 3 cars, so all 3 of them spin out. And I think this was the big one that we were looking for. Tony Green's in it. Hard, Brad Cheston's in it. And then there's a Ford Dalton Johnson. So far, that's our biggest wreck. Not too many cars. 5 cars, 6 cars. But here comes Brad Cheston Jr. Big slam onto the 19. And Rodriguez almost goes upside down for the 3rd time this season. Maybe someone added some extra gravity here at Kansas. On board, Brad Cheston Jr. Another big shot, but oof. But not enough to flip that car over. I guess that's our big one, but of course there's still laps left. Let's go on board here with Rodriguez. Yeah, 88 comes down, but of course 19 might have come up a little bit. And both the Bass Pro cars got together. Green hits the 3 car pretty hard. There's a 7, but still a handful of drivers able to avoid it. Brad Cheston Jr. was not one of them. And here comes that big shot any moment now. Just when you think about the getaway, boom! Yeah, that's gotta hurt big time. Just when you thought it was all over. One more time on board Green. Probably got the 3rd most damage after ramming into the 3 car. Or hitting the 3 car, not really ramming. And yeah, caught him in the quarter panel at least. Not the back end. I also caught the 88, so I kind of stopped him from spinning out. Alright, so probably don't think it's going to be green-white checkered. Might be a 1-lap shootout. Oh man, what a hit. What a hit. But we'll double check. If not, then yeah, we'll just keep, will it be a 1-lap shootout? If it is, then yeah, it's overtime. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, it's going to be a classic 1-lap shootout. So 33 cars are now left. Cole Sampson, Dylan Cunningham, Then you got Johnny Cox, Wyatt Quall, Trey Wright, Tim Randolph, Riley Sampson, Al Legacy, Tobin McCoy, Jonathan Wong, your current top 10. So green and white flag. First one lap shootout, I believe. I think so, yes. So it's going to be old school restart here. Green and white flag going to be displayed at the same time. Green is out and the white flag is out. Wyatt Quall in the 17. Can he get redemption here after Chicagoland? He doesn't cut low though, he stays up high. Cole Sampson has the low side to his advantage. Trey Wright in the 66 in third. Now Cunningham might be able to get the crossover into 3. Right on his back bumper, here he comes. Checkered flag is waving. The 10, can he get his second win of the season? Not close enough to make a move. Cole Sampson will take it here at Kansas. Got a car in the grass and a lot of cars wrecking coming to the line. And another big crash, this time crossing the checkers. They saved the big one till the end. We'll take a look at the full race results first. So there you have it. Cole Sampson wins it. Dylan Cunningham was so close. He was nice. Really nice. If he got any closer, he could have spun out Sampson. He was basically right on his back bumper. But just couldn't quite get there unless he wrecked him. And he did not. So, yeah, good sportsmanship right there. You know, second still pays pretty well. But getting that win. And they're fighting for a championship. And whatnot. Trey Wright in the 66. Getting a third place finish, his first top 5 of the season. Riley Sampson getting 4th. Johnny Cox getting 5th. Tim Randolph 6th. Tobin McCoy 7th. Aaron Abel finally getting his top 10 finish. Al Legacy 9th. And Jonathan Wong 10th. And here's the rest of the race results. 33 cars finished the race. All those cars that wrecked across the line, of course, that counts as a finish. So let's see what happens. Okay, we got the 22 and the 38. 38 comes sliding into 23. He nearly gets wrecked by the 20. There goes the 12. 34 and 54. Then the 01. And whoa, the 22 up in the air. That was an awkward crash. But that's kind of Kansas. And then there's the 9, the 44, the 54, and the Brad Chesson as well. Yeah, there's something about these walls here at the Kansas Speedway. It just acts like more like a ramp than a wall. I mean, earlier we saw Dalton Johnson hit the wall and he picked up air. Or got it, yeah, got off the ground a bit. And all 4 wheels, Brad Cheston got off. You don't see that at every track, though. It's only here at Kansas. And the 22, Stephen Oakes, finishing 24th. Nearly flipping across the line from the TV1 camera. So he goes in nose first, and he gets by the 99. Oh, okay, well, he gets by the 99, but okay, but still, that wall. And there's a 7 and a 9. But a 7 car, though, yeah, he hit the wall pretty weird. Or not really weird, it was enough to get that car up in the air. Yeah, a lot of wreck race cars. Not what you want to see as a team owner. Just when you think, yeah, you're going to come home clean, they all go crazy. I mean, yeah, that happens, especially in these one-lap shootouts. Unlike the green-white checkers, we got 2 laps. But, of course, the one-lap shootout, you only got 1 lap. So pretty wild ride there for a few drivers and pretty big hits. Only the 12 was unable to drive it back. Everyone else keeps on going. So, anyways, a pretty unusual Kansas race for us. We expected big wrecks, a lot of big wrecks, big pile-ups, and a lot of flipping. None of that happened today. Not at all. So, and a lot of cars finished tonight's race. 33 of them finished. And I think that's the most so far. Not many crashed out. No one was out for a mechanical failure. All the cars that were on the track finished on the lead lap. The leaders did not have to deal with slow cars tonight. So that's a huge plus for them. So yeah, kind of an unusual Kansas race for us. We're not used to it, but hey, that happens sometimes. Anyways, that is it here tonight. Cole Sampson, the race winner, will now take you to victory lane.